the Seattle Seahawks. The team I'm a little afraid to talk about because, well, I'm fully prepared for my dad to call me after this video is uploaded and rant to me about how I'm wrong about the Seahawks. He's a diehard Seahawks fan. I don't share in that fandom, but I do enjoy them. For many years, I've wondered what the Seahawks are doing after the Russell Wilson trade. I thought they'd eventually draft a guy behind Geno Smith to develop because Geno Smith is the perfect quarterback to start over a rookie quarterback because he's been through that whole experience. He's been through the lows. He's been through the highs. He could help a rookie adjust in the NFL. But they went a different direction. They traded Geno Smith in the offseason and brought in Sam Darnold. And it's a very interesting offseason they had, which leads me speculating on how good is this team going to be in the 2025 season. Honestly, I don't have a firm grasp. There are aspects on this team I really do like, and there are aspects on this team I really don't like. I land in the middle on them. So let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks today and my overall thoughts on this team and how I see the 2025 season unfolding for them. Now, the Seattle Seahawks had a very interesting free agency period, as in, I don't know if it was good or bad. I land in the I have no idea category, to be completely honest, because they got rid of a quarterback I love in Geno Smith. They trade DK Metcalf for a second-round pick. That move I really do like. But to really get into it, I think we have to talk about the new direction this franchise is going, and that's at the quarterback position. They trade Geno Smith for a third-round pick, in which they took a young rookie quarterback, who we'll talk about in the draft section of this, but overall, there is a massive loss with Geno Smith. I love Sam Darnold. I've always been a Darnold guy. For many years, my dad has always joked with me saying, Sam Darnold is my darling, so we always called him my darling Darnold. Well, I don't think he's better than Geno Smith now, and that really causes concern for me. Sam Darnold had an amazing 2024 season, but can he build off it? Is it a one-hit wonder? What exactly is it? Well, the Seahawks don't really know either, which is very smart with how they constructed this contract. This is essentially a one-year deal if it does not work out. They can get out of it with no issues next offseason if this team implodes. But even if they do implode, I don't see them necessarily moving off Darnold because even if they have a top 5 pick, you draft a quarterback, Mike McDonald seems like the guy that would rather have his quarterback sit behind a veteran for a year before he really plays, and Sam Darnold has experience with that now from the Minnesota Vikings. But we overall look at this. What is the biggest thing of moving off Geno Smith to Sam Darnold? Just Sam's not the quarterback Geno Smith is. Just straight up isn't. Sam Darnold had a great situation in Minnesota. Probably the best in the NFL for any quarterback. He excelled in it, do not get me wrong. Once that offensive line started to get hurt, we saw issues, but that's whatever. With Geno Smith, I can't say he had a good situation in Seattle because he really didn't. You look at the offense coordinator, all the comments that have come out about the players, about Ryan Grubbs. Not too positive. You look at that offensive line. Not really good at all. They had so many issues last year, and a lot of it was the interior of the offensive line. Do not get me wrong. The tackles have talent. Cross and Lucas can play. You are concerned about health. Can Lucas stay on the field? But they can play when they're on the field. So now we look at, well, how can this line hold up for Sam Darnold? If it can be an average line, this team will be far better than with what I expect them to be this season. But we have to make a gamble on a guy adjusting from the FCS, who we'll talk about here in a minute, and just overall hoping for players' health because the backups on this team don't inspire much confidence at all, or any for that matter. I really do find this whole quarterback move fascinating for the Seahawks because when they trade Geno, I was like, oh, they're entering full-on rebuild. Then they signed Sam Darnold, I'm like, well, maybe not. And then it came out the contract's a one-year deal. I'm like, wait, they could still rebuild. It was a little confusing, and I still don't have a grasp on the current direction, if they're trying to win or if they're like, hey, we kind of are okay if we lose. I don't have a full grasp on that yet, which makes them very fascinating. Now they trade DK Metcalf. They didn't have to pay him the contract Pittsburgh paid him, and they got a second-round pick out of it. Overall, really good business from John Schneider. They also brought in Cooper Kupp, a veteran wide receiver, to fill in that DK veteran role, and Cooper Kupp is more versatile and will fit into the offense better. DeMarcus Lawrence, a good veteran defensive lineman, can help with the young guys, especially when you look at the fact Seattle got ran over last year. They could not stop a run to save their lives. DeMarcus Lawrence will come in, very much help out with that. They brought back backup Drew Lock, who will be the backup quarterback. And not really many other moves really piqued my interest, but Seahawks fans, I want to ask you and tell me in the comment section, how did it feel losing Tyler Lockett? Because I understand I'm in Billings, Montana. I'm in Seahawks country a good bit. They love Tyler Lockett here. He has been so versatile, so serviceable, such just a reliable player for so long. I'm curious to see how a lot of Seahawks fans view him being cut, not having him anymore as the, bailout option. Tyler Lockett's down there. It's very fascinating to me and see how their offense really goes now, because JSN is going to need to be that. Cooper Kupp is going to need to be that. They're going to need to rely on some of their rookies to really step up. And they did also cut Noah Fant. I'm so glad I'm recording this video after that, because I can then talk more about another draft pick and with what role I expect for him there. But now you really are wondering who is going to be Sam Darnold. Where are you, throw? When I'm getting pressured, I need that reliable guy. Where are you? We don't know who that is yet. Now moving on to the NFL draft. In this one, I'm going to talk about more players than I typically do, because the Seahawks had a lot of picks, and they had a lot of very fascinating picks to me. Up first, Gray Zabel. Gray Zabel is a player I loved, but I have my concerns. It's nothing about his play. It's how does he transition to the NFL. He's a very good guard. He is a guard in my full opinion, especially when you look at Seattle's tackle situation. Unless Lucas gets injured and they don't really have another tackle, I would expect him to mainly be a guard. You look at him, and the only concern you have is how does he adjust from the FCS level to the NFL level. He's big, he's strong, he's highly athletic, has really good technique, but that jump in level of play can really get some people, and I wouldn't be shocked if it got him early. I think in the long run, Gray Zabel will be a very good pick. Right now, to start out, I could see him struggling just because the jump in play is going to be so drastic. Nick Amare was their second-round pick, one of their second-round picks, and he is a guy I was really stuck on during the draft process. I really liked him. He was trade-C. He had all these athletic traits. He could go all over the field. Then I would watch his film, and I'd be very much like, where are the traits? He is a special talent that doesn't play like a special talent. And Mike McDonald very much understands the safety position. I have faith that he could help him out. But I really look at Nick, and I just wonder, what's in there? Can you really unlock these traits? Can you get to that full potential? Because unlocking them in the NFL when you did it in college makes me very much concerned that he may not get there. But I understand this pick, because if he does hit, that is a versatile, dangerous weapon at the safety position. Now, Elijah Arroyo, one of their other second-round picks, I wasn't as high on as everyone else. And a big reason why is the number one trait you want in any player, in my opinion, is availability. And Elijah Arroyo did not have that. And it's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay healthy. The Seahawks clearly have faith in him. They cut Noah Fant. He is most likely going to be their number one receiving tight end target. It's going to be interesting to see how he does, and I'm overall curious to see how much he does during the NFL season if he can stay healthy for a 17-game regular season. Their third-round pick, and this is probably the last pick I really want to discuss because I went in depth on other picks on my podcast, and that would be Jalen Milroe. And the reason why I need to discuss Jalen Milroe is because he is the most fascinating quarterback prospect from this past draft. He's not the best, do not get me wrong. I'm not calling him the best. I'm calling him the most fascinating because he has the number one tool set that you just want. Cannon of an arm. The speed of a running back or a wide receiver. He is lightning quick. He can get up and go. Has really good ball carrier vision. But the big concern is he's not that accurate. He has a lot of lapse throws that just aren't good. His feet aren't set properly. He tries to backpedal while throwing off his back foot, and it's just not good. You want to see him step up in the pocket more. You want to see him be more decisive when making that read, gunning it in there instead of just throwing off his back foot. You can get away with that in college, especially at a place like Alabama. You can't get away with that in the NFL. And I do like the pick because if this does work out, oh my God, Seattle, you nailed the draft. You got a quarterback in the third round that can be legit. Phenomenal. But I can't say I fully expect it because he is so raw. It's going to take a long time to go. I would advise everyone who watches him in the preseason, do not overhype him. He should be the third string this year because he has such a long ways to grow. He will be used in some packages. Do not get me wrong. A talent like this needs to be utilized. But just because he has a really good preseason game against backups and third stringers does not mean he is NFL regular season ready. Now, strengths was very easy for the Seattle Seahawks. In fact, it didn't take me too long to figure out because I was just debating between two sides, what position group do I prefer more, and I lean towards running back at the end of the day because it's a really good running back room. The top two guys are Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, both really talented running backs. Then they also have a rookie running back I love in Damian Martinez. I really do like the direction the Seahawks are going with the running back room, and they don't necessarily have to pay their guys either. They can let guys walk and just keep on resupplying the position group, resupplying it with good draft picks. Kenny McIntosh, who did get injured, is another really talented running back, but I believe he may have a season-ending injury, so he is not included in this. But I look at those three running backs I had mentioned that I expect to play this season. They're all really talented, really good football players, and will be the focal point of the Seahawks offense. Weakness, I still have to point out that offensive line. And here's the thing. The Seahawks offensive line can be the 22nd best offensive line in the NFL. And it's a massive improvement from last year. That's how bad it was. But a 22nd offensive line is not a good offensive line. They have young guys I do like, absolutely. But I very much question how it's all going to work together. Abe Lucas has had a knee injury for a long time now, and I know he's had many surgeries on it. The surgeries reportedly fixed it fully. Can we rely on that? Are we 100% certain it's a long-term fix? Charles Cross looks really good. I really do like him. But like I said earlier with Gray Zabel, he is adjusting to playing against pros. He was at the FCS level. He's going to get his butt kicked early. And there are other positions we just don't have a full certainty of who's going to be playing them in the long run. There are some guys that they have there. The center last year looked really solid, but is he the long-term answer? We don't know. There are other guard positions. It's going to be between Harris and a rookie 6th-round pick from Kansas, who I do like a lot. I think he's very talented. And listen, I like Cavladou. I think he's a very talented guy. But is he going to play right away and be amazing? I don't know for certain. He's a phenomenal athlete that can help in the run game, but I do question in the pass game. And that's a big thing when we're looking at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was amazing for the Vikings last year when he had a clean pocket. They didn't have a clean pocket. It was not amazing. And that's a concern with the Seahawks is if they don't have a clean pocket, we're getting the end of the season Sam Darnold, who got destroyed in the Lions game and destroyed in the Rams game. Not to his own fault. That Vikings offensive line caved in, but it makes you very much concerned when you look at the Seahawks struggling with the offensive line position and having a quarterback that does not handle pressure well at all. Now, where do I have the Seahawks finishing the regular season in their division? I had them as a third-place team in their division, and here's the thing. I think 2 through 4 can challenge for a playoff spot in this division. I am taking the Cardinals over them because I have more certainty in their offense of what they can do, how versatile it is, and I do like their defensive growth every year. This is not me saying the Seahawks are going to be bad. It's not me saying they're going to have a top 10 pick. This is me saying I'm going to bet on the Cardinals right now, but I would not be shocked the Seahawks did get that other wildcard spot or did finish second place in the division. I have my concerns about the Seahawks like I have concerns about every other NFC team that's not the Eagles, Lions, or Rams. Those 3 teams I don't really have questions on. Every other NFC team I do. So I could easily see the Seahawks making the playoffs. But right now I look on paper, I just currently have them missing out barely. So I'm going to stick with that and see how the season progresses. Talented team that I just think isn't there yet and still needs to improve some stuff. Or just play their young guys. Let the young guys grow. Let them grow into their role. And maybe we look at 2026 as a chance for Seattle to really make a stamp on the NFL. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you just subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get 300 subscribers by the start of the NFL season. At the time of this recording, I'm at 280 subscribers. Any subscription would help. And if you disagree with me or you just want to tell me your opinions on the Seattle Seahawks, go down in the comment section. Let me hear it. I love seeing everyone's opinion. It's great. It's sports. It's why I love it. Everyone can have a different opinion on a team. And hey, if you'd share this, post it in any feed, if it's a Seahawks feed especially, please, by all means. Remember, my dad's a Seahawks fan. I'm going to deal with him telling me how I'm wrong if I'm wrong in this video, or tell me just I'm wrong in general while he listens to it. I look forward to that, and I look forward to him in the comment section telling me how big of an idiot his son is. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a great day.